Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I have the Chris Reeve Knives Ti-Lock Blue Steam here with me. We're gonna analyze the look, the sound and the feel of this one, but first of all let's just do a quick size comparison. This is up against the Paramilitary 2 from Spyderco, and of course you've got the Para 3. As you can see, kind of like very similar handle size and just a little bit packing more edge for the Ti-Lock. This is up against another beauty from Chris Reeve Knives. This is the small Sebenza 21, and we have a beautiful Canadian boy right over there, North Arm Knives Skaha 2 in a carbon fiber handle, and yes, of course, Shirogorov Neon R20 limited edition for this year. And yeah, let's do also up against the Todd Begg Knives Steelcraft Edition Mini Glimpse to give you an idea of how big this guy is. So first of all, this guy was given to me by a mysterious collector, very generous. He wanted to support the channel and gave me this beauty to review. So you know who you are. Thank you very much indeed. This is the Chris Reeve Knives Ti-Lock Blue Steam. So basically here you can see, if I shine a light maybe from this side right over there, you have a blue sapphire going on right over there. Check how beautiful this is. It's incredible, guys. This is a piece of art. This steampunk engraving pattern going on the handle is just gorgeous. Look at this logo over here. Look at the decoration around the pivot. I mean, the milling going on. Oh, guys, this is a pretty rare knife. You can't really find this one anymore, and if you do, yeah, be prepared to pay quite a lot because it's beautiful, it's rare, it's really innovative, the lock is unique. I mean, it's the Chris Reeve Knives Ti-Lock. This guy is made in US, as a unique lock going on. It's a masterpiece of mechanical innovation, guys. The handles are slabs of titanium, beautifully chamfered and engraved and milled out. This is around made in around 2015. There's no skeletonization on the inside, and you have this nice finger grooves going on over here. Overall, a pretty unique design. You can't mistake this knife for any other else. There is no jimping going on over here. You only have this blue anodized titanium spring which connects this lock right over here, which basically just goes and notches into this area right over here. As you can see, this extends the springy action of the lock to just fall down right over here and be locked in safely in place. There's just one standoff, so very simple and straightforward construction. You have the classic Allen key for this one, like you find in the Inkosi or in the Umnumzan, and the classic number 2 that you find in the Sebenza right over here for the back. This standoff also is functioning as lanyard loop, so you can just loop your lanyard right over here. The overall construction is very simple, extremely easy to take apart. I mean, guys, check out the clip. I mean, this is the Hawk clip. In fact, this is a collaboration with Hawk. And look at this. How cool is this design? It is impressive. It's bolted down, it's pinned down here, and here it's floating, and then you can just pinch it like that, slide it into your pocket, release, and it's gonna be securely snapped onto the edge of your pocket. So just beautiful. The pocket clip cannot be reversed on the side, so it's gonna have to stay right over here, and the configuration is only tip up for your carry. Also, like something really nice, it's like the blade. I mean, this is a 3.25 inch long CPM S35 VN steel, pretty good to go. Nice drop point. The stock thickness is just perfect. If you check it up against the small Sebenza, it's the same. So you're gonna have the same slicing capabilities. It's a hollow grind. It's not full. You're gonna have a little bit of flat going on right over here. The spine, if you see, it's beautifully chamfered and crowned, like chamfered here and crowned, beautifully rounded off up to the tip right over here. And check out this little detail, this notch that it's inside the spring of the lock over here. Just beautifully done, guys. And then this triangular shape that fades into the crowning of the spine like beautifully. Belly up to like 40% and then straight edge up to this sharpening choil, which is also a finger choil, because you see the profile. This is like perfect to hold your finger like that, so you're gonna have extremely high precision in your carving work, because you can choke it up like this and use an advanced position for your thumb. Absolutely. The grind symmetry is spot on, guys. Edge symmetry as well. You can see that it's pretty thin behind the edge. Absolutely. Not as thin as the Sebenza, I would say, but still pretty good to go. Pretty nice plunge grind, which is like tangent to this to the edge of the handle over here, hiding the ricasso right underneath that. Really beautiful. I mean, guys, there's no billboarding on the blade, which I truly love. You only have Idaho made and Chris Reeve Knives logo right over here. And of course you have this beautiful decoration with this pretty insane, actually right over here, right there, look at this. How cool is that? This is a blue sapphire, guys. It's fantastic. It's hard to shine a light through that, of course, because there is a scale. But maybe like this, yeah, you're able to appreciate in its entirety this beauty. It's just fantastic. You have these 5 milled out holes they're gonna help, you know, also reducing the weight. You have this nice detail over here, so your lanyard can be freely moving in this way. So if you need to pull out the knife from your pocket, you're gonna have zero issues basically. It's I mean, it's really full of details, just incredible. So the sound that this guy makes is unique, because you have a couple options here. Since you have a nice and nicely milled out area over here, you can just easily just pinch it like that, and it's gonna be super easy to deploy the blade. Very easy, because you have the detent, let's say, it's like right over here, and has just to overcome this corner right over here. So you just pull it, and then once it's there, it's just not free spinning, but very light over here. And then, and as this detent reaches like this point, you see you have like a springy action because of the geometry that is created over here and connected to this springy titanium anodized lock over here, which you need to overcome in order to lock the blade in place like that. So this is a pretty clever mechanism. If you want to open with 2 hands, absolutely you can do it. If you want to close this guy with 2 hands, you just need to pull this guy up and the blade is going to close like that. So this is an option you have to deploy and just close the blade, 2-handed opening. But if you want, you can even flick this guy open, not like this, but like that. and it's just beautiful. If you want, you can just flick this guy closed like this, and this is just beautiful, guys. This is a unique action. I was amazed when I first tried it. It requires a little bit of effort just to open it like this. Sometimes you fail, but if you're used if you try, you know, it's not gonna be an issue. And also to close it, just flick it like this, and it's just gonna close like a boss with this beautiful sound. It's a very nice click, very soft and very pleasant, guys. This is nice. Almost silent when you open it. It's snappy. It's interesting. It's very, guys, I appreciate this really a lot. It's a really beautiful sound, and guys, it's classy. It's unique. It's a nice clink, very subtle and very distinctive, absolutely. The weight of this guy is 3.8 ounces in the pocket, and it's not gonna be heavy in any ways. The grip is great because you have nice ergonomic finger grooves and finger choil right over here, so it's gonna sit in the hand like this and like that, and you see you have a little chunk of handle sticking out. You can actually choke it up like that. It's gonna be feeling absolutely solid in your hand. The texture here, it's smooth, yes, but the engraving and these grooves are gonna confer some sort of grippiness to it, and I mean, fit and finish overall is just perfect. There's nothing to say wrong about the fit and finish of these guys. I mean, just look at this area, guys. This is something else. I've never seen anything like this. This is high precision, guys. This is some wizardry going on. I mean, look at this. Look at this area right below here. I mean, this knife is so full of details that I'm just in awe. Just gorgeous, guys. The clip, I mean, the clip is a work of art, guys. It's just something straight out from the future. Just very nice. The deployment speed can be slow, can be fast. It's up to you. This is the only Chris Reeve knives running on bearings. The detent strength is due to the geometry of this blade, of this handle, with this stud rolling around that. The tip, it's like absolutely to the end, but at the same time you cannot touch it. And please check out the handle to blade ratio of this guy. It's just close to 1:1. They used all they could to store as much as they could of a blade into this one, guys. Really incredible job. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Unique style, unique sound, unique ergo, unique look. It's just unique. And this is the Ti-Lock from Chris Reeve Knives. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.